multifamily, single family, multifamily, single family. Which is the better investment? Which is the best investment for you here in Bryan-College Station? Well, there's pros and cons of both, and we're going to go over all of that in this video. By the end, you'll know which one is the best fit for you and your portfolio, but most importantly, I'm going to explain to you which is the best fit for you and your portfolio right now, given actual market conditions as of September 2024. Of course, we're going to cover all that and more on your favorite channel, Investing in Bryan-College Station, where we give you all the information you need to grow your wealth through real estate in my favorite towns of Bryan and College Station, Texas. Guys, like, subscribe, and enjoy. The 6 categories we're going to use to compare multifamily to single family are cash flow, property appreciation, loan availability, ease of management, risk diversification, and tenant turnover. To jump right in, let's talk about cash flow. Cash flow is super important because that's going to be the security to make sure that you always are able to cover not just the mortgage on the house, but also tax, insurance, maintenance, and even vacancy. And the truth is, the duplexes like the one behind me just cash flow better than single family. For example, the house behind me is for sale for $400,000. It would bring in roughly 16 to 18 per side, so you could make right around $3,500 in total rent on a $400,000 purchase. Compare that to a single family that you maybe would spend $300,000 to purchase, but would only bring in between $2,000 and $2,200 a month. Which is a big win for multifamily. They cash flow a lot easier. Cash flow is important, but so is appreciation, and that's our next metric. So which appreciates better, single family or multifamily? Well, if you're investing in the same school district in the same area of town, you're generally going to see very similar appreciation. You might see a more steady appreciation on the multifamily, whereas houses might have highs and lows, but over a long enough time horizon, they appreciate about the same. I'm going to call it a draw on this one. Our next category is your loan or your mortgage. Is it easier or harder to get a loan on multifamily or single family? And usually we're talking about interest rates and down payments. And the truth is, it's just harder on a multifamily. Multifamily properties usually require a larger down payment, and the interest rate is also usually higher. Just that banks see single family as lower risk, so they're more likely to give you a loan on a single family. The point goes to a single family investment. For our next category, we're going to talk about management. This one's a no-brainer. Would you rather manage one happy little family or 4 families living in a 4-plex, sharing walls, backyards, parking spaces, paying 4 different checks? Easy point here. The win goes to single family investment. The next category is risk diversification. So how does that compare and what does that even mean? Well, when you have a vacancy, that's when your risk goes up the most. And the best part about multifamily is if you do have one unit become vacant, you still have income from the other units. So you're diversifying your risk. Of course, in a single family, if someone moves out, you don't get any income that month, you still have to pay all the expenses. The next category is gonna be tenant retention. What does that even mean? Well, how long does a tenant stay in the property? How often are you turning the property? And the truth is, if we look at national averages, single families win out on this category as well. Single family tenants generally stay on average for 3 years. On the multifamily side, it's closer to 2.5 years. So you have that much more turnover, which creates more expenses. Whenever you turn over a property, you've got the vacancy, you've got the make-ready expense, and you generally have a cost to fill it. Whether you're paying a real estate agent or the advertising cost or your own time, it's just expensive to fill a vacancy. So when it comes to tenant retention, single families win. Based on those categories, it looks like single family comes out just barely ahead. But which is best for you? And which is best in today's market? That's what we're about to talk about. Investors that are a better fit for multifamily are going to be those that are looking to have a little bit more cash flow, spread out their risk, and scale quicker. They have to be okay with the large upfront cost associated with these larger buildings and the more complex management. So if you're the type of person who wants to roll up their sleeves and scale their portfolio and isn't afraid of larger expenses, multifamily might be good for you. However, the single family investment is probably better for the type of investor who doesn't have as much capital. Maybe they're newer to the game, or they want a lower risk, easier to manage asset. So if you're the type of person who is new to investing, or maybe you're a very busy professional and you don't have the time and effort to put into the management side of investing, then single family might be a better fit for you. Here's your market update that really should dictate whether you look at multifamily or single family. You see, the biggest difference between the two right now is the amount of active inventory. When you think supply versus demand, the more supply you have, given a constant demand, the lower prices are, the more deals to be had. But if supply comes down, demand stays the same, then prices go up. So now let's apply that to single family and multifamily. Well, our single family, our supply is back up to 2019 levels. That means the supply demand is in a good balance. There's deals to be had. But on the multifamily, our duplexes and fourplex have 33% less supply than they did back in 2019 pre-pandemic. So what does that mean? It means that given a steady demand, which we're still seeing steady demand, prices are going to go up, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Multifamily is selling at or above asking price, single family at or below asking price. If you want a good deal right now, if you want to buy with equity, if you want to buy below market value, you should probably check out the single family houses. All that could change, so of course you need to like, subscribe to this channel for the most recent updates so you can get the best deals on your next investment. Whether it's single family or multifamily, there's no winner. There's just the right property and the right asset for you. So the only loser is the investor who doesn't take action. If you're ready to take action, you can always reach out to me and we can discuss all the properties that are available in Bryan-College Station today. All my contact information is in the description below. I'd love to help you out. I'll have a new video every single week. And as always, until next time, you guys take it easy.